Here we go then. What is it today? It is Saturday. It seems very strange being here on a Saturday, but I am here all the same. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Well, are you happy? I really hope so. Here we are again all together on a Saturday. Yes, twice every weekend you can enjoy my super duper live streams, and here we are anyway. If you are here, welcome. If you aren't here, where are you? Come on, hurry up. It's just after 12 o'clock. Midday here in the UK, and it's a super duper live English lesson with myself, Mr. Duncan. So I hope you're having a good weekend. I have set everything up here. I hope everything is working all right. I hope you can hear me. I'm in the garden once again. Now, I thought it was going to rain today, so I've come outside, but I have my umbrella ready just in case it decides to rain. So maybe it will rain, I don't know. But at the moment it's very cloudy. There is no sunshine today, I'm afraid. It's also quite cool as well. I think there's someone at the door. Hello. Excuse me just a moment. Oh, it's okay. There was someone knocking on my front door then. Did you hear that? There was someone calling me. No, don't worry, I'm here. Can I just share some good news with you right now before we go any further, before we have any more distractions? The spiders are going today. Yes, after over 1.5 years of looking after 2 tarantulas, they are actually leaving today. They are going. So, hooray! The tarantulas are going. I think we should have a round of applause. Yep, the tarantulas are on their way out of the door today. So no more tarantulas to look after. They are leaving today. In fact, as I speak to you right now, Steve's friend is here right now collecting the spiders to take them away. So goodbye spiders, bye tarantulas. It's been nice knowing you. So here we go, Saturday. I keep wanting to say Sunday, but it isn't Sunday. It is, in fact, Saturday afternoon. It is now 5 minutes past midday, just after lunchtime, even though I haven't had my lunch yet. Have you had your breakfast? Have you had your evening meal? Maybe you are about to sit down to your lunch. Who knows? Lots of things coming up today, including the live chat. Can I also say a big congratulations? I should offer my congratulations to Japan. Did you see that on the news today? Japan has landed a space probe on an asteroid. And there it is. There is a picture of the spacecraft. Can you see it? So the Japanese have successfully landed a space probe on an asteroid. Now, I'm not sure if this has happened before. I think it has. I think there was an actual space probe that landed on an asteroid a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But there you can see Japan. Congratulations, you now have your little spacecraft on the asteroid. I've always wondered what the difference is between an asteroid and a meteor. Is there a difference? Or meteorite? Is there a difference? I think one is very small. It is a piece of debris flying through space. That's how I understand it anyway, with my small brain. And an asteroid is a large body floating around in space. When I say body, I don't mean a body like a dead body. I mean a big chunk of rock floating through space. So that is what an asteroid is. I'm waiting now for someone to say, Mr. Duncan, you're wrong. It isn't a big rock in space, you stupid man. That's not very nice, is it? It's not a very nice thing to say to me on a Saturday. The sun is trying to come out at the moment. Oh, hello, sunshine. How nice to see you today. Oh, isn't that lovely? I might have to get my neutral density filter on my camera. I wasn't expecting sunshine today. So here we go. Let's have a look at the live chat, shall we? Who is on the live chat already? It is very busy. Julie. Hello, Julie. How are you? Are you feeling good today? I really hope so. Also, Rabber, Marwa. Hello to Marwa. Where are you watching at the moment? And also a big hello to Helena, Palmyra, Amoon. Hello, Amoon. Beatriz is here as well. Hello, Beatriz. Nice to see you on the live chat. Maria. I'm saying hello to Maria. You know what? I'm going to put my neutral density filter on my camera. Just a moment. Just don't go away. Well, that wasn't very clever. I can't find my ND filter. Oh, it's not fair. I also need to put my reading glasses on. This is not going very well, is it, today? One of the wonders of doing live streams is anything can happen. Oh, don't I look strange with my glasses off? That's better. So I need to find my ND filter because it's a little bit too bright on the camera. This is really going well today. By the way, for those who are wondering, I will now give you the details of the times when I'm actually with you. So there you can see now on the screen, live lessons every Saturday from 12 p.m. midday and on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. And don't forget also, I haven't mentioned it yet, there is also a full English lesson every Wednesday. Wednesday, there is a new recorded lesson posted on my YouTube channel. Saturday and Sunday, I am live with you right here on YouTube. Oh my goodness, so many things to tell you today. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Also, if you want my details, I will give you my details now. You can see my Facebook page, also my email address, and if you want to make a donation to my PayPal, you can as well, to allow my work to continue, because I do all of this for free. I don't charge any money to do this. I don't charge you anything. It's all free. So if you would like to make a donation, you are more than welcome to do so. You can see my Facebook address, my email address, and also there, can you see it just there? Also my PayPal account as well. So if you want to make a donation, please feel free. And that's it. Here we go then. So many things to talk about today. I hope you are feeling good on this Saturday. The sun keeps coming out and I can't find my neutral density filter. It's so annoying. I had it in my hand just now. Don't you hate it when you lose your neutral density filter? I know I do. Can I just tell you something that I really do hate? I hate technology. Now, I have a strange situation where I love technology, but also hate it at the same time. So I love technology, but I also hate it. So I have a sort of love-hate relationship. But can you guess what my most unfavourite piece of technology is? Can you guess? I will give you a clue. It has something to do with computers. But do you know what my most unfavourite, what piece of technology do I hate the most? Can you guess? See if you can guess. Hello to Sergio. Sergio, maybe this asteroid is one of the dead ancient gods that are flying around space. Well, that is a very intriguing suggestion, Sergio. I must admit, I'm rather intrigued by your idea. Also, Alamgia. Hello, Alamgia. I believe also we have Belarusia. Hello, Belarusia. Nice to see you here today as well. Yes, the spiders are going. We are saying goodbye to the spiders today. I'm slightly annoyed because the screen is too bright. I think maybe I'm too bright on the screen today. It's because of the sunshine, for which I apologise. Hello from Ukraine. As far as I can see, the weather is perfect here. Also, oh, thank you very much. And a big hello to Ukraine. How is your government going in the Ukraine? How is it going? Sergio and also Alamgia, thank you very much once again for your messages. Fatima. Hello, Fatima. How are you? Are you okay? I really hope so. It seems very bright out here all of a sudden, which is rather annoying, to be honest. I hope it's not dazzling you too much, but it is distracting me quite a lot. Today we're going to talk about words and phrases connected to two common items, and that's what I'll be talking about a little bit later on. Can I also say hello to Alfronateur? Hello, Alfronateur. Alfronateur Andrea. What a nice name. I like your name, by the way. Also, we have... who else? I don't like to forget people on the live chat because sometimes I get told off by people. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Cheers. It's awesome to hear pure English from the heart of England. Yes, for those who are wondering, I am now talking to you from England, live on a Saturday afternoon. 12:15 now. So lots of things to talk about. Oh, by the way, I am here tomorrow from 2 p.m. So you can catch me again live on YouTube tomorrow. And yes, we have a special anniversary to celebrate tomorrow because it will be 3 years since I started making my live streams. Can you believe that? I've now been making live streams on YouTube for 3 years. And don't forget, I've also been making my recorded lessons for over 13 years. So 13 years recorded live for 3 years. I can't believe it. Where has that time gone? So that's something we'll be looking at tomorrow. Julie says, I'm very happy because Saturday's lesson is now here. It is. It really is. We are now into Saturday. I don't know why. Last week seemed very long. Do you ever find that? Sometimes the week seems to go on for a very long time. It seems to go very slowly. So last week I felt that the time went by very slowly. The sun is shining a lot today. That's why you look so bright. Oh, thanks for that. I'm not sure if I look too bright. So if I am dazzling you today, I apologise. Hello also to Iraq. Hello, Iraq Satar. Nice to see you back here today as well. Wow. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How are you and your gardener? When you say gardener, do you mean Mr. Steve? Are you saying that Mr. Steve is my gardener? Maybe he is. Thank you, Fung, for saying hello today. Also, Layla. There was a song by Derek and the Dominoes. Eric Clapton. Derek and the Dominoes was the group that he used to play and sing with a long time ago, and he actually had a song called Layla. Sorry. It's a good song, although I think the spelling might be different. Hello also to Fatima. Hello, Fatima. How are you today? Don't forget, a new full English lesson will be posted on Wednesday. And I will be up in the sky on Wednesday in my full English lesson. I will be high up in the sky. What am I doing up there? You will have to wait and see. You'll have to find out. Belarusia has given us some updates on her mother's situation. I am very sorry to hear that things are not going too well, but I will still send my best wishes to your mother, Belarusia. I'm very sorry to hear that things are not going too well, but I will still send my best wishes to you. And I'm sure everyone else will as well. Hello to a brilliant teacher, Pitaj. Hello, Pitaj. I'm very intrigued by your name. Your name is Pitaj Babu. Ask grandmother for details. I would love to know what that actually means. What does it mean? What does your name mean? I'm very intrigued by it. Where is Mr. Steve? Asks Layla. Steve is busy today because his friend is here collecting the spiders that we've been looking after for the past year and a half. So the spiders are going today. Yeah! Congratulations to everyone. If it is your first time today on the live stream, please let me know and I will give you something special. Maybe some fireworks or perhaps a lovely round of applause as well. So lots of things to join in with today. Also, we're going to look at the thing that I hate. Can you name the piece of technology that I really hate? No one has guessed yet, but it is something connected with computers. Something to do with computers. Hello, I'm Anas. How can I memorize the idiom expressions? Please tell me, since I live in an Arabic country and I don't have the chance to talk more with native speakers. Thank you, Anas. A lot of people ask me this question. This is a question that I get asked many times. It is difficult learning English on your own, and it is certainly difficult to pick up new phrases and expressions if you are learning on your own. But as I always say, there are ways around that particular problem. So you can listen to movies, you can watch movies, you can study the subtitles. Also, you can watch my live streams where I'm talking in English, explaining English, and if you are lucky, you will have subtitles under the screen during the live stream. So if you are watching on a Windows PC, or maybe on an Android phone or an Apple phone, you can actually get subtitles during the live stream. I'm not joking. So there are subtitles during the live stream, and also later on when YouTube posts the stream back onto the internet, there are also subtitles on there. A lot of people ask about the subtitles and captions, so you can definitely see the captions on my videos, but you will have to click the little button underneath the screen to get it. The spiders are going. Yes, Sergio is saying goodbye to the spiders. Mr. Duncan, I think that you hate contactless payment cards. I've never used them, to be honest. I always like to put my card into the machine and press the numbers. I never like to use anything that is contactless or automatic. So when I pay for something with my card, I always like to put the card into the machine and beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, enter the code. I feel a little safer doing it that way. But it isn't contactless payment. No, it's something else. I will show you right now. The thing that I really hate, and maybe you share my opinion, this is the thing I really hate. A piece of technology that really does get on my nerves. And here it is right now. I hate printers. I really do. I hate printers so much. And there you can see now on the screen. I hate computer printers. There are so many reasons why I hate printers. One of the reasons why I hate printers is sometimes they are very difficult to set up. So when you first install a computer and you get your printer, sometimes it is very difficult to connect the printer to the computer. So there it is, the thing I really hate, the piece of equipment that never fails to get on my nerves. I hate printers. They can be very difficult to set up. You can get lots of problems when you are trying to set up the computer and the printer together. Another thing I don't like about printers, and I'm sure you will agree with this as well, when you buy the printer, the actual machine, it's quite cheap. It doesn't cost much money. However, when you want to buy some ink to go in the computer, it can be very expensive. So the thing I don't like about owning a printer is that sometimes you have to pay a lot of money for the ink that goes inside. And also it doesn't last very long because these are quite small. So the ink cartridge is quite small. It isn't very big. So there are many things that I don't like about printers. They can be very unreliable. You can have lots of technical problems with them, but also the ink is also very expensive as well. I think the ink is always too expensive to buy. Now, there are different types of ink that you can buy that are fake, but the problem is they don't work with the printer. So I always think that printers, from my point of view, are the worst pieces of technology ever invented. They can be rather annoying. And the big problem is I use the printer a lot to prepare my lessons, to type out my scripts, and also sometimes I will print out photographs as well. Engineer says, yes, I always spend a lot of money on printers. They're so annoying. That is the reason why I hate printers so much. They are unreliable. Sometimes they break down. Sometimes they won't connect with the computer. They really get on my nerves, to be honest. I bought my first printer a few months ago and it works perfectly. Yes, I was told that the ink is very expensive, and that's the reason why they can be very annoying in your day-to-day life, especially when you want to print something in a hurry. So you know the feeling. It's happened to all of us. You want to print something very quickly, and then suddenly the printer says, "I'm sorry, your ink level is low. Please change the cartridge." That annoys me a lot. Aishwarya says, "Hello, sir." Hello to you as well. "I really like watching your lessons," says Saru Sansera. Saru Sansera. I love your name, by the way. "If it is your first time, please let me know." We have India watching. Hello to India. I do have a lot of followers, a lot of people watching my lessons in India, and it's nice to see you here today on this cloudy but sometimes sunny day in England. So we're going to have a look at one or two things. I'm going to share a moment from my childhood. Can you see this in my hand now? This is a tape measure. You use it for measuring things. So there it is, a tape measure, which is very useful. You can measure things. You can measure small things. And also you can measure big things as well. I'm saying nothing. But when I was a kid, I used to carry one of these around with me. And this gives you an idea of how weird I was when I was a child. So I used to carry one of these around, but I used to pretend that it was a walkie-talkie, a thing you could use to communicate with other people. So I used to do this. I used to open the tape measure, and then I would lock it, and then I would pretend that I was talking on a two-way radio. I used to go, this is what I used to do. Hello, Roger, Roger, this is Mr. Duncan, over. It's true. So that gives you an idea of how weird I was as a child. I used to walk around the streets with a tape measure in my hand, and I would pretend that I was talking on a walkie-talkie. A walkie-talkie. And we called it a walkie-talkie because you can walk and talk to other people at the same time. It is a two-way radio. It is, I suppose it's the early version of a mobile phone, but people still use them nowadays. So I used to pretend that this was a walkie-talkie. And the other thing as well is you can close the tape measure by clicking a switch, like this. That used to give me hours and hours of pleasure when I was a child. I know it's very strange, but it's true. Anna is here. Hello, Anna. I'm having lunch now, and so I can't participate. Oh, I like that word. I can't participate. I can't join in. I can't be a part of your live stream. Participate. To take part in something. You are taking part in an activity or an event, something that is happening, and you are part of the activity. You participate. You are participating. Catherine, it is very funny what you just said, because in French we also call it, we call it a talkie-walkie. But in English we say walkie-talkie. But in French they say talkie-walkie. Interesting. How do you call the day when the sun goes in and out? Do you mean when the sun appears? So in the morning when the sun comes up, we call it dawn. 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 So when the sun comes up in the morning, we can say that the sun rises, but also we can say that that period of time is dawn. And then, I'm sure you know already, when the sun goes down, we call it sunset. Sunset. We can also call it dusk as well. So as the sun goes down and then the light begins to fade, we can call that dusk. Little bird was saying hello to me then. Did you hear that? Dusk. Dawn is in the morning, and sunset or dusk is in the evening. We can also say that the sun goes behind the clouds. We can say that the sun goes in. There's no sunshine at the moment. Unfortunately, the sun has gone in. It means that there is no sunlight. But we normally say that when the lack of sunshine is temporary. So if the lack of sunshine is only for a short period, we can say that the sun has gone in. And then, when it appears again, we can say that the sun has come out. So the sun goes in when the clouds are in the way, and when the sun reappears, we can say that the sun has come out. Come out. Have you I have a question. How to build the vocabulary and use it whilst speaking English? Well, as I always say, it is something you have to do over a period of time. So you can't rush learning English. It isn't something you can do in a few days. There are some people on YouTube who say you can learn English in just a few weeks or just a few months. But you can't. Learning English takes time, patience, motivation, and yes, you must do it every day. You must do it every day. How long has it been since this stream has started? I started about 35 minutes ago. So I've been on at the moment for 35 minutes. Hello, I am Avrora, and I am watching in Kazakhstan. Hello to you, Avrora. Nice to see you here. Don't forget, if it's your first time here on the live chat, please let me know, and I will give you something special. Ooh. I wonder what it is. More chat about printers. Hello, I'm Anas. I agree with you that the printer can make us spend more money, even though I don't have a printer. But I think they are very helpful to me. Oh, I see. I don't think they are very helpful to me. Well, some people use technology all the time. For example, in my life, I don't want to keep talking about myself, but in my life, I use technology all the time. In fact, right now, as I'm standing in front of you, I am using lots of different devices. I am surrounded by technology. I also have my studio over there, which is full of technology. There is a computer, a printer, there are lots of storage devices for all of my video clips. So I am surrounded every day by technology. I really can't get away from it, to be honest. What is the difference between empathy and sympathy? Ooh, that's very good. Now, I suppose it's easier to explain empathy. Empathy is when you feel how another person is feeling. You can understand their feelings because you really do understand everything that they are going through at that moment. So empathy is the feeling of knowing how a person feels. So maybe something in your life has happened, and then later the same thing happens to another person. You know how they feel because you have empathy. You have been through the same thing yourself. So quite often empathy comes from an individual's own experience. So your experience allows you to feel empathy towards another person because you know exactly how they feel. Sympathy is a little different because normally that's when you show that you are upset or you show that you are sorry to hear something. Maybe a friend tells you some bad news and you show sympathy. You show that you are sorry to hear something. You offer your sympathy. Empathy is actually feeling how another person feels. So you know exactly how they feel at that moment of time. Alamgir asks, what are the birds saying to you? I don't know what the birds are saying, but they are making some lovely, lovely songs today. I don't know why. Maybe they want their own live stream. That's not going to happen, by the way, because I would be very worried that they would have more viewers than me. So that's not happening. Hello, it is my first time on the live stream. I love your pronunciation. Rushi Shah. Hello, Rushi Shah. Well, I suppose I should give you a lovely round of applause. Hello, Rushi. And shall we have some fireworks as well? Okay, let's have some fireworks. This is just for you, Rushi. Du, 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 du. Fireworks to say hello to Rushi on this Saturday afternoon. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to use all my fireworks straight away because I might have some more new people who want to say hello. Oh, I see. Sergio is offering some advice to me. Thank you, Sergio. Laser printers are the cheapest and the easiest to use. I think you're right, yes. Laser printers. I might get a laser printer one day. Even though they can be very expensive. And also the other problem is I do a lot of colour printing as well. So I print many things in colour. And I really do use a lot of ink. Hello, engineer. Hello, engineer Asma. Oh, thank you. I am so grateful for your answer. You are welcome. Ami. Hello, Mr. Duncan. I am Ami, watching in Australia. I'm stunned. You are watching in Australia at the moment. Hello to Australia and hello to Ami. Watching in Australia. It is my first time as well. Okay, just for you, a round of applause as well. I love the fact that I'm able to do this outside because a few weeks ago I couldn't do it outside. So now I can give you applause and fireworks in the garden. Isn't that lovely? I'm thinking of moving my studio into the garden. Wouldn't that be amazing? To have my studio outside in the garden all the time. Is that a good idea? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Nice to see you again. Yes, I'm here on a Saturday afternoon. It is now just coming up to 19 minutes away from 1 o'clock. Hello from Pakistan. I am watching you, and could you please tell me the meaning of the word tropical? Well, we often think of tropical as referring to a place, maybe a country or an area of the planet that has hot weather and wet weather all year long. So normally a place that is tropical is hot, humid, and at certain times of the year, very wet. So a tropical country, a tropical climate, quite often is hot, dry, with periods of rain. And sometimes the rain can be very heavy. There is a drama taking place in the United States at the moment, where there is it a hurricane or a tornado? I think it's actually a tornado. That is just off the coast of South America, South USA at the moment. Hello from Egypt. And it is the first time that I've seen you today. I've seen you. Thank you, Amin. Hello, Amin, and congratulations. Oh. My hands are getting sore from all the clapping. Mr. Duncan, if I don't find someone to talk to in English, what should I do? This is a question that I'm asked many times. It is difficult to learn English by yourself, but it isn't impossible. Never think that it's impossible. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. But there are ways of learning English by yourself. You can buy some textbooks or some exercise books. You can surround yourself with English from watching DVDs or watching the internet. Another good thing to get used to speaking English is to listen to your own voice. You can record your voice and then listen to it. So there are many ways. If you live in an area where there are few people who speak English, another good idea is to join a group. So maybe in the area where you live, there is a group where people are learning English together. Or maybe there is a group that has people who are all interested in English. So maybe you can find out if there's a group nearby that meet maybe once a week or once a month, and then you can share your English together. And if there isn't a group, you can create your own. So maybe you can create your own English group, a group of people who can get together and learn English as a group. You can share your love of English with other people. Hello, Mr. Duncan. I am Limber. Greetings from Peru. Hello to Peru. I don't get many people saying hello from Peru, so I feel quite excited by that. Hello, John. That is a great name. John White. Mr. Duncan, how can we use strangulate and complain? I'm not sure if you are spelling the word right, but strangulate, well, strangulate just means to cut the blood supply or the oxygen off from a person by putting your hands or constricting your hands around someone's neck. So strangle or strangulate. So strangulate is actually the action of doing it. Strangulate is the action of strangling. Rushi. Oh, hello, Rushi. I like your idea. Yes, that is a very good idea. It is a good idea to write down all the new words in a book. That is a great idea. And when you are reading a book, or you can then remember the words at any time and repeat anyway. So yes, a good thing to do if you are learning English, and if you want to learn new words, don't forget to write the words down. So if you are watching my live stream and maybe you see some words that you can't understand, then just write them down. And then you can check maybe in your dictionary, or maybe online. You can go on the internet, or maybe you can ask me, Mr. Duncan, I have a problem with a word. Layla asks, do you like watching TV series? Yes, I do. I love watching TV series. I think Mr. Steve is going out in the car. I am Fatih. I am Algerian and I want to learn English. But when I am speaking, I'm... what? Nervous? Afraid? Worried? Shy? Hi. Hello. I'm just saying hello to the aeroplane that is going over my house. Very low. I can actually see the pilot. He's waving at me. Isn't that nice? Please, Mr. Duncan. Oh, pleased to see you, Mr. Duncan. Greetings from Panama. Hello to you. Nice to see you here today. Hello, H.A. Nice to see you here today as well. We're now going to look at some words and phrases connected to here's our first item that we're going to talk about. And there are many expressions connected to this particular item. I'm going to show you now. There it is. I hope you can see it clearly. There you can see some rope. Rope. An interesting word, a very useful item. Something you can use all over the place. Rope. There are some expressions and some words connected to this particular item. Rope. And for those who want to see the word, there it is. Rope. A very useful item, which can also be used in certain sentences and phrases as well. For example, ding, we can have money for old rope. Money for old rope. This is an expression that means you are trying to sell something or trying to get people interested in something to make money, but the thing you are selling has been done many times before. You are trying to sell something that has been sold many times before. Many people have done this before, and you are trying to sell it again and again and again. You are selling something. We might describe something as money for old rope. Something that lots and lots of people are now paying money for or buying. Something that has been sold or done many times before. Money for old rope. You're trying to sell something that has been sold before and bought by many people. Money for old rope. Oh no, not another Harry Potter film. Really? There's another Harry Potter film? Dear me, J.K. Rowling really is selling money for old rope. Oh yes, another Harry Potter film. Yes, another Harry Potter book. Yes, it's all money for old rope. I'm sure I'll get complaints for that. Mr. Duncan, how dare you say bad things about Harry Potter? Someone once said that I look like Harry Potter. That's not true. Layla, Mr. Duncan, do you like TV series or TV shows? I do. I love watching television as long as it's good television. If it's rubbish, then I won't watch it. So I only watch good TV shows. Hello from Siberia. Hello, Siberia. I haven't seen you here before. Siberia. I must be honest. I don't get many people watching in Siberia, to be honest. Rope is a very useful word. I believe it is. And here is another expression. We're talking about words and phrases connected to rope. And there is another one. You can rope in. Rope in. Or you can see there, rope someone in. So to rope someone in, this is an expression that means to get someone to join you. But quite often, the person you are asking to join doesn't want to. So you get them to join in. You encourage them. You persuade them. You ask them again and again, come on, join in. Join the club. Come on, you'll have a great time. You rope them in. You rope a person in. You try to get them to join in. You try to get them to take part in the thing you are doing or the thing you want them to do. You try to rope them in. And there it is, rope in. To try and persuade a person to do something, you can rope someone in. You can rope your friend in to help you clean the garage. Something like that. So if you rope someone in, it means you get them to help you. Sometimes by force. Ooh, yes. I like the way it looks like my hat is disappearing into the clouds. Can you see that? It actually looks like my hat is disappearing into the sky. Maybe I should have worn my red hat. Guten Tag. Oh, hello. Hello to Germany. Talbot. Hello, Talbot. And a big Guten Tag to you as well. It is 2 years ago, and I am listening to English now, and I understand a good question. Oh, a good question is, what should I do after my course? Asks Rabur or Raber. Well, I suppose it depends what your intention is. How do you want to use English? How do you see yourself using English in the future? A lot of people learn English because they want to have a good job. So quite often, people who want to travel, maybe they want to study abroad or work abroad in another country, maybe they will make these plans after they finish their English course. You don't say hello to me, Mr. Duncan. Hello, Heber. Heber. Did I say hello to you earlier? I'm sorry about that. Hello, Heber. Heber Alemshawi. I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm going to have a drink of water because my throat is getting dry. This morning my hay fever was really bad. I was sneezing. I couldn't stop sneezing this morning. Terrible. Another thing to mention, for the past 5 or 6 weeks, I've been very busy making my new lessons and also presenting my live streams. I actually think I'm losing weight. I really do. I actually think that I might be losing weight. So there is a good idea. If you're trying to lose weight, become a YouTuber and the pounds will fall off. I hope I didn't pronounce rope. I hope I didn't pronounce rope correctly. Do you have words as a synonym? You can call rope, I suppose you can call it cord. But the thing with cord is normally much thinner. So we often think of cord being very thin and fine. Rope is normally very thick. Could you please rope Mr. Steve into your live streams again? Asks Sergio. I did try, but he's a very busy man at the moment. He's very busy. He's gone off. He's just left. He's gone off in the car with his friend. And they are going to take the spiders away today. Yes, the spiders are going at last. Alamgir is going. Oh, Alamgir, see you later. Hopefully see you tomorrow on the live stream from 2 o'clock tomorrow. For those who haven't seen it, here it is now. Live lessons on Saturday from 12 o'clock midday UK time, and on Sunday I am live from 2 p.m. UK time. And don't forget, there is a new full English lesson every Wednesday. And my details, if you want them, you can follow me on Facebook. You can also write to me at the email address. And if you want, you can also make a donation to my PayPal, because don't forget, I do all of this for free. It costs you nothing. I give my time for free. So if you can make a donation, that would be lovely. And then I can carry on doing this forever and ever and ever. Oh, we have another expression connected to rope. The word rope. And this is a rather gruesome one. Ugh. Gruesome. Unpleasant. Not very nice. Give a person enough rope, they will eventually hang themselves. Oh dear. That is a very gruesome one. A rather unpleasant phrase connected to rope. If you give a person enough rope, they will eventually hang themselves. What does this expression mean? Sometimes in life there are people who do bad things. There are people who do things that they shouldn't. There are people who break the law. There are people who say bad things about other people. Sometimes it is better to let them carry on doing it. Just ignore them. Let them do it, because eventually, one day, the thing that they do will get them into trouble. They will eventually get caught or punished for the things that they do. And that is why we have this expression. So this expression, give a person enough rope and they will eventually hang themselves. Allow a person to misbehave or do bad things, because eventually they will get into trouble. Something bad will happen to them. Just allow them to carry on. And then eventually fate will take care of them. Oh, yes, it's true. A bit gruesome, that one. I must admit, I do apologise for that. It's a little bit gruesome, that one. I can see that Mr. Duncan enjoys drinking vodka. This is not vodka. This is water. This is water, this is. I'm a bit thirsty because I have hay fever today. Mr. Duncan. What a shame. So it's live English in the garden, and we have been talking about words to do with rope. In a moment, we're going to look at phrases connected to another common item, and it is this. It is this. Can you see it? A very common item, something you will see all over the place. And there it is. Some words and phrases connected to this. Back to the live chat. You have the talent of acting. For not being a comedian. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. For not being a comedian. So you mean that I'm not funny? Thank you very much for that. Oh, wow. It is such a good expression. I like the expression. Give someone enough rope and eventually they will hang themselves. Let them carry on with their bad behaviour. Let them carry on doing the bad thing, and eventually fate will sort them out. It is not vodka. I am definitely not drinking vodka. I can tell you now. Mr. Duncan, don't you think that it is very bad to have birds and other animals in cages? I would like to see all those people. I would like to see the people that do it in cages. Oh, I see. No, I agree with you. I agree. I think you're right. I don't like to see animals in cages. I don't like zoos, so I don't like visiting zoos. Many years ago when I was at school, the school used to take us on trips, and they used to take us to the local zoos. And I always felt a little bit uncomfortable watching the animals behind the bars and in the cages. I didn't like it at all. So no, I don't like to see animals in cages. I don't like to see birds in cages. I think it's very cruel. All animals like to fly around or run around. That's where they should be. Of course, these days you can have animals in an open space, in a wildlife park. So the animals are all allowed to move around freely, but they are still in an enclosed area. So yes, I don't like zoos, and also I don't like circuses. So when you go to the circus, you will see the animals performing tricks. I don't like that, to be honest. I always feel slightly uncomfortable. There's another plane flying over my head. Mr. Duncan, why don't you get older? You always look young. Thanks for that. It is my birthday in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, I will be another year older. So yes, August the 12th is my birthday. So yes, I will be another year older. A lot of people will ask, Mr. Duncan, how old are you? I'm not telling you. Hello from England. My English has improved since I started listening to your live lessons. Thank you very much to Maruz Sroka. Thank you very much, and I hope I pronounced your name right. Amin has asked the question that I mentioned just. How old are you, Mr. Duncan? I knew that was going to happen. Hello to I want to say hello to some people who I might have missed. Hossein. Hello, Hossein. Hello. How many years does it take to understand native English people? And I want to help you, but we are under the sanctions at the moment. And we don't have any connection with other countries. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Hussein. I don't know where you are, which country you are in, but I'm sorry to hear about that. But it depends really how much time and effort, how much time you spend learning English. So the longer you do something, the more you do it, the quicker you will learn how to do it. I think that is the best way of describing it anyway. I think that is the best way. We call the wildlife freedom, but people like freedom for themselves, not for others. That might be true, yes, that might be true in certain situations, I think so. Thank you, Louis. Hello to Louis, a big bonjour to you. Welcome to my garden on a Saturday afternoon. It feels very strange being here. I will be going soon, in around about 10 minutes. I will be going. Mr. Duncan, your English lessons have inspired me to become a good English speaker. Thank you, Irfan. That's very kind of you to say. Beck Zojon says, you should become a Muslim because you are so kind. I don't follow any religions, I'll be honest with you. I am not a religious person, so I don't follow any religions, to be honest. Aishwara, the vocabulary which is used in academics. Is it used in general or casual speaking? Well, academic English normally refers to specialist English or specialized English. So if you are using English to learn a certain subject, then that is specialized. So I think, yes, I think sometimes it is a good idea to split those things. So if you are learning academic English, maybe that is something that is for a particular subject. But of course, some people might say that all English is academic because you have to learn it. So I suppose all English is academic English. But if you are talking about a certain subject or a certain way of living, a certain way of doing things, then maybe it will be different. Mr. Duncan, is your star sign Virgo? No, I am actually Leo. I am Leo, the lion. Rawr. Happy to see you. Happy to see that your birthday is coming. I hope to see you happy and healthy. I am one of your new students from Iran. Thank you very much for that. And yes, I'm having my birthday soon. Oh dear. I am just going to bring my ND filter, my filter for my camera. I know I'm going soon, but I'm just going to bring my neutral density filter. So please bear with me for a moment. And here is some music. I will be back in a moment, but I'm just going to make the picture a little darker. I will be back in a moment. Okay, that will do. That's enough music. I'm back now. Is that better? I'm a little darker now on the screen, so I hope you can see me more clearly. I think the picture was a little bit too bright. Alamgir says bye-bye. We're not going yet. Don't worry. I'm not going just yet. I just had to adjust my camera. I think that looks much better now. Does that look better? I think it does. Yes, that's much better. Much better. We are now going to look at some words to do with this item. And you will see this also in my next full English lesson. So there it is. Can you see what it is? It is a can. Can. Cans are very useful things. You can put food in them and they will preserve the food for a very long time. So this is something that is very useful, a very common item. I'm sure there are many cans in your house that contain certain types of food. So, we're looking at words to do with can, and here is the first one. Carry the can. Carry the can. If you carry the can, what does it mean? Carry the can means that you take the blame or the responsibility for something. Maybe it is something that is another person's responsibility, or maybe something another person did, but you are willing to take the blame. So to take the blame for something, to accept responsibility for something, we can say that you carry the can. You take responsibility for it. You admit that you are responsible for something. You carry the can. I hope you enjoyed that. I am going in around about 5 minutes, so if you want to say hello, get a move on. I am Anis, and it's my first time to combine with you, or to join you. So it is my first time to join you. I am here for the first time. It is my first time here. Thank you, Anis. I hope you have enjoyed today's live stream. Alamgir says, I thought you were going off. No, I just had to make some adjustments to my camera. Hello from Russia. Hello from Mexico, Mr. Duncan. How do you usually celebrate your birthday? Normally I have a little party, or maybe I go out for a meal. But to be honest with you, when you get older, you don't like to make a fuss on your birthday. To be honest with you, sometimes we don't like to think about our birthday at all. It's not a good thing to think about sometimes. So normally on my birthday, now that I'm getting older and older and older, I don't really celebrate my birthday very much. It is good sometimes to carry the can. Yes, we are talking about words connected to this object. This is a can. Can. There is a dance that originated in France called the can-can. The can-can. And that's what we're talking about today. When I was a child, I used to carry the can at school because I can't get the point of collective punishment. I always thought it was stupid as well as unfair. Thank you, Catherine. Collective punishment is something that teachers often do. When something happens in a classroom, if someone is responsible for doing something, but no one will admit it, they will often punish the whole class. So we call that collective punishment. You don't just punish one person, you punish the whole class. So sometimes you might accept responsibility, you might carry the can, so the whole class is not punished. I was playing with my friend's phone game. Were you? Why? You should be listening to me. Yes, Mr. Duncan, I have become a YouTuber and I really did lose weight. I now make children's English learning videos. That's great. ESL Kids, Hong Kong. Carol Lee. Hello, Carol Lee, watching in Hong Kong. Another English as a second language teacher. Hi there. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you here. And I hope everything is going okay in Hong Kong. I think you need to have more vodka on your birthday. No, that won't be happening. Really pleased to meet you, Mr. Duncan. I met you today and I am really impressed and enthusiastic. Your style and sympathy. Thank you very much. Daniela, hello to you. Is it your first time here? Okay, Daniela, I will give you a round of applause before I leave. Congratulations to Daniela for joining us for the first time. Isn't that lovely? Hi, Mr. Duncan. Happy birthday for the 12th of August. Yes, my birthday isn't today. It's not today, but it will be coming soon. In around 3 weeks, I will be another year older. Carry the can only means when we want to blame somebody for something, or it can be used for warming as well. Well, carry the can. You carry the can. You take responsibility. You accept responsibility for something. You do it for other people so they don't have to do it. You carry the can. It is an expression used in English. Here is another one before I leave you. Another word and another group of words which form an expression. So can also be a verb. You can use it as a slang term to mean toilet. I will show that one first. There it is. So if you want to use can as a slang word, it means toilet. Quite often this is used in American English. So in the USA or in American English, you will often hear the word can used, which means toilet. Toilet. So that is actually a slang term. And then the other one, another use of can, to throw away or dispose of something. You can something. So this particular one is a verb. It is a way of saying that you are going to throw something away or to dispose of something. You can it. You can it. You throw it away. And I suppose the word can in that respect means the dustbin or the trash can. So I would imagine in that respect that means a thing that you use to dispose of your rubbish or the things you don't require anymore. So I hope that's helped you. A lot of things going on today around me. It's been so busy here today. We started off the live stream at midday and there were people trying to deliver things to the house, and then Mr. Steve's friend arrived to collect his spiders, and then Steve went off in the car with his friend. So lots of things going on all around me today. Sergio, you really do enjoy playing the bad guy. I think Sergio sometimes is a little bit cheeky. That's what I think. He's a little cheeky. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined in today. I am going now. It is time to say goodbye. I will be back tomorrow, don't forget. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Tomorrow is a special day for you. Can you tell me what that special day is? Tomorrow is special because it is the anniversary of my first ever live stream. Well, in fact, the anniversary is on the 15th. But unfortunately, we aren't actually doing a live stream on the 15th. So we are celebrating it tomorrow instead. So 3 years ago, I started doing my live streams, and I've been doing it ever since. So I think tomorrow we might have a look at a clip or an excerpt from my first ever live stream. Oh dear. So that will be tomorrow. So 3 years I have been doing my live streams. The 15th of July was the first time I did my live streams. 2016. Wow. Those years have gone by very quickly. Also, I've been making video lessons for how long? Nearly 13 years. Can you believe it? Here are the live times before I go. Live lessons on Saturday from 12 p.m, on Sunday 2 p.m. Don't forget, both of those are UK time. And if you want to get in touch, if you want to join me on Facebook, you can. And also my email address is on the screen now. There it is. Can you see it? So there is my email address. And if you would like to make a donation to my PayPal to allow my work to continue for many, many years, there is the address as well. It's time to go. Parting is such sweet sorrow. It is now 1:20. It's time to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm back, 2 p.m. UK time. And don't forget, there is a new full English lesson next week as well. Wow, I am such a busy bee these days. So, it's time to go. Goodbye to Adam. Goodbye to Christina. Yes, the spiders are still alive. They are. But today they are leaving. They are going. They are being taken away. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Motivate Yourself. I like your name. Thank you also to Julie and Daniela and to everyone who has been on the live stream today. You can watch this later and there will be subtitles. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English on a rather cloudy Saturday afternoon, saying thanks for joining me, catch you later, and of course you know what's coming next, yes you do. Until the next time we meet here on YouTube, ta-ta for now.